everyone. We're continuing our walkthrough now of SpongeBob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom 15-minute version. This is part 68 of our SpongeBob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom 15-minute version walkthrough. In the last part, we were trying to do the level The Small Shall Rule or Not without losing any lives, but our best record is patch 4 with losing a life. Like, you know, from Robot Plankton. But we did it. We did beat our best record robot-wise. We killed all the robots on patch 4 without losing any. So that's our best record right now without losing any lives. So, and this challenge for these few videos is to try and do The Small Shall Rule or Not without losing any lives. So we'll continue now and see if we can try and do this again without losing any single life. Now see, when the Duplicatron gets destroyed, I suggest you launch a cruise bubble like I said in the last video, so that you don't have to worry life-wise about getting hit by the robot, or by Robot Plankton. So now we'll get the Chuck first, because I knew there was a G-Love coming. So now because we defeated the G-Love, I don't think there'll be enough time to make another one come. So now we'll launch a cruise bubble to get Robot Plankton like you see we just did. Now you do know this is our second video trying this challenge we made up.
It looks like SpongeBob has an opportunity here.
Because you remember life-wise, beginning-wise, when we did this challenge I thought of? I told you I could get through this with only losing 2 lives. I got through this with only losing 2 lives. There we go. Ah! There we go.
Taking a beating out there.
Now see, we're at our best record for almost losing lives.
SpongeBob hit the...
Because remember, we did that. We got up to here. We got up to here, robot-wise, from losing lives. Gotcha!
Or should I say the fish?
I don't get how the Chuck's missile always gets to me before we kill him. That's my thing to figure out. There we go. Ow!
SpongeBob be able to neutralize the giant robot's brain?
Now this is good shiny object-wise too, because total-wise for paying Mr. Krabs, we need 39,500.
Now the robot's taking a beating out there.
And right now, spatula-wise, let me think. We could do 65, 10,005. 15,000? 20,000. We we can almost do up to here, the 5,500. But if we had 1,100 more, we could be able to get up to here. And then these two are 6,500 and 7,500. So if during this level we could get up to that shiny object amount, that would be pretty awesome. Because then when it comes to paying Mr. Krabs in the end, we'll have the shiny objects in order to pay him.
Now there's a large suspicious.
Does that make sense, shiny object-wise? So now let's give the chuck a moment to fire. I'm just talking to myself. Okay, so I launched the cruise bubble to get the chuck. Now you see, I'm giving the Duplicatron a minute because I'm thinking a G-Love will come. Yep, had a feeling. Like 5 seconds later. So now, I think I'll have a 10-second limit before the G-Love comes. So now I'll cruise over the Duplicatron and get Robot Plankton like so. Okay. So now that's patch 2 complete. So now the only part where we have to worry is patch 4 for losing lives. Because I think for patches 5 to 7, we could do it. And patches 5 to 7 is only you facing Robot Plankton, and you have to use a cruise bubble down the brain holes to defeat those last fuses in there. And those are the fuses most people miss when doing this challenge. Or people don't realize those are the fuses left to complete this challenge. Let me put it that way. Like, see, here's fuse 3.
There's the robot's vulnerability. Let's see if SpongeBob.
There we go. It took us a little while to hit that one. Did you understand why? Or I mean, could you understand why? Gosh, I can't speak right today. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. The chuck has the right time to fire. It doesn't seem like he gives us much time to hit him. Now see, the hammers give us enough time. Does that make sense? This is sure taking us a while, trust me.
Will SpongeBob be able to neutralize the giant robot's
And it's the robot's fault. I'm not kidding on that. Now see, Robot Plankton for the first patch is easy to deal with, but for the second one, I say it's a little bit tricky. But for number 3, if I could get it at the right time, it's easy. But number 4 is the most tricky. Like, see, that chuck gives us enough time. So why don't they do that with number 4? Like patch number 4, I mean. Because that's what it needs to do in order for this challenge to work. Because worrying-wise for patches for losing lives, we only have to worry for patches 1 to 4 because that's where robots will come. Like, see, I'm waiting on the Duplicatron, but the robot is not coming. So that either means it's taking a while to create because of it being there, or it's not coming up. I think it just took a while to create. Gotcha.
The ticket.
Now, you see, the reason why I'm not talking is because I'm concentrating. And then if we die, you'll have to remember how many shiny objects we have. Because if you can, because of my concentration without me talking because of this challenge, tell me as a comment on this video how many shiny objects I got during this level. Not dying wise for the parts altogether. From the time I tried till when I complete it. Without losing any lives. Ah! Ugh! He's getting in the right range for me not to attack him this time. But I usually attack the third robot plankton. Like so. Now see, this time it took us a little longer to hit this one. Robot plankton wise. Do you see why? Because usually it takes me a second because I usually launch the cruise bubble after hitting the Duplicatron. But this time it took a little while longer. Now give the robots a minute. Gotcha. Now see, I can finally hit the chuck without him firing. Now after this hammer comes, we can launch the cruise bubble to hit the Duplicatron, then launch a cruise bubble to hit Robot Plankton. So now we don't have to worry. So now if we can make it within this part without losing any lives, from here is where we now see, here's fuse 4, and this is where you need to bowl it. So now, when you see we get up to these brain holes, we'll use a cruise bubble to attack Robot Plankton, and now we'll launch a cruise bubble down this brain hole, because the fifth fuse is in that brain hole. Now, see, Robot Plankton appears for a 6th time, and now the 6th brain hole, the second brain hole with the 6th fuse is right in here. And now we'll go down here, because right here, around here is the end of the challenge. Now we launch the cruise bubble for the last time. Ah! Oh! Dang it, we died, But do you see where we just were? Right there is our best record without losing any lives. If we could get patch 4 without losing any lives. So we'll stop here. Because I think at our limit, it'll be an appropriate time to stop because of this challenge we're trying. So you see, this time, when we did the challenge in this video, trying-wise, we were really close. If we hit that Robot Plankton the last time and hit the fuse, we would have completed it with all of our lives completely. So yeah, we'll continue with trying this challenge in the next video. So yeah, that'll end part 68, and I'll see you guys in part 69. And when you can tell, when we complete this challenge, the first video we tried it, which is part 67, I'll do an annotation telling you part-wise where I complete the challenge and segment-wise where it happens.